hold up, man. Let's talk about something as well. Right now in the NBA wise, what's going on with James Harden, bro? James Harden, like as of right now there was a bunch of rumors as far as him wanting to go back to Houston, but he's playing really decently with the 76ers right now. And I say decently because as far as James Harden goes, what happened with his career after he left Houston, man? You went to the Nets. You had a fantastic team. In my opinion, that Nets, if they were not injured, I know James Harden was injured a couple games. Kyrie was out a couple games.
Right.
Should have won the finals.
They should have won that championship.
And they should have made the push for the finals if it wasn't for Kevin Durant's big old feet.
Don't hate on the man because that's how he was named,
afterwards, he starts the next season, requests a trade to Philly, doesn't get the job done in Philly. Obviously, as always, disappears in the playoffs. Right. And now he's playing decently well with Philly, and they're having a decent record, another winning streak, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
And there was rumor that he still wanted out. What's going on with James Harden here? Bro?
Oh, it's simple, bro.
What?
They got better strip clubs in Houston.
Maybe that is. I just don't understand his career,
it is, bro. Come on, man.
And you know what? Like, you went from being a top scorer in the league to being one of the biggest threats. Obviously, when you went to the Nets, everyone was scared of the Nets. They put the Nets automatically as a championship contender. Who wouldn't have at that point? And they should have.
Yeah,
I know you can't knock injuries with Kyrie. You can't knock an injury those couple games you missed.
They have
Kevin Durant's big old feet. And then as far as that,
made,
you're
bro.
saying
let it go.
No. And then coming into the next season, you're saying that it's not working out. You're not happy with the Nets. Why? Well, because you're not touching the ball as much as you're used to it. You came from a Houston Rockets team where you're the primary dominant ball handler, and then you requested a trade to the Nets when you have two of the best ISO players in the game, Kyrie and Kevin Durant, and the ball's not going to go to you as much.
Nope.
And then you get requested a trade to Philly, and you're with Philly, and there was no excuse. I mean, technically, everyone was like, "Oh, Philly's going to take it all, right?" They have Joel Embiid, who's playing amazing, and was up runner-up for MVP, if I'm not mistaken, that season. And adding you to that lineup with Tobias Harris, I don't even know who the Sixers have at this point anymore, aside those two. There's no excuse, man. You always you disappeared in the playoffs as always, which not surprised, but still. And then now coming into this season, you're playing decent. I mean, you're averaging 22 points. You're still getting about 11, 10 assists. And then there's these rumors circulating that you want to go back to Houston. Why? That's just my question. Like, as a competitor, like, and this is all respect, no respect at all to James Harden, because I'm not a fan of James Harden, but I respect the player,
Respect the game.
Respect the game, because, I hated the fact that he went off those couple seasons because of the rules, and that's more on the NBA's rules and what they allowed him to get away with. That's a different conversation. What's going on, man? I mean, you want to go back to the Rockets for what? As a player, as of right now, where you stand, I know what you want. From my understanding, his main mentality right now is getting a ring.
Yeah.
The best chance you have that right now is sticking with Philly, making it work with Joel Embiid, and just making that big old push. Why would these rumors circulate about you want to go back to Houston? There's nothing in Houston, man. You're not going to be Houston's savior. You can go back to Houston, and hell, he can even average 31, 32 again.
Yeah.
But there's no point to it. I'm sorry, it's just a wasted season. You're just going to be a phenomenal scorer. Maybe get the Rockets to possibly an 8 seed push, maybe even 9th, and just creeping out a little bit. Maybe going to the play-in tournament. Who knows? But there's no point, man. I know James Harden at this point. I feel like he wants an NBA championship ring. But you know what? And I'm always going to stick with this. Who said it best when it came to James Harden's style of play and not wanting to adapt to a team specifically and just want the team to run by him? Kobe said it best. Rest in peace to Kobe. But Kobe said it best years ago. With the style play that James Harden has, and Kobe said it as well, no disrespect to Harden, he's never going to win a ring unless he changes it. I don't know what's going on with you, man. I don't know what's going on with James Harden, but in my opinion, stick it out with Philly. I think there was a report that said he's happy with Philly right now.
Right. I saw something like
that.
But
I can also see happening if Philly doesn't make anything happen, he's going to request a trade to another team. So, as you know, it's just annoying at this point. James Harden fans, let me know what you guys think down below as far as that goes, but take it away, man.
Bro. Well, I found it interesting as well that the rumors are he requesting a trade. I mean, it's James Harden, bro. The man dominates the league. He can score points. He's another ISO player. Again, he had all those opportunities in Houston. Maybe he's getting a little nostalgia about going back. Who knows?
He had the opportunity with OKC. But, we can't knock OKC. Bro, that was a young team.
That was a young team. And I've always said if he would have stayed in OKC, they were able to run it back. Yeah. They would have came out at least at
But
least out of
also,
that franchise 2 championships.
in a way, I'm kind of happy in this thing with OKC because I don't think he would have. I mean, he would have been a star still,
he
but not
still would've been a
blossomed
star.
to the score that he became.
Oh,
You know what I
so-
mean? But anyways,
hey, that's okay, bro. It's team basketball is a team sport.
100%.
We all play to win a championship type of mentality type of thing. You know, again, he went out to Houston, then he went out to
the Nets,
and of course, you know, again, I kind of already seen that. I thought they were like, okay, if, and you said it too, changes his style of play, then they're a contender. It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Now he came out of Houston again. You know, I thought he can make it work honestly because Harden has shown if he actually changes style of play, no longer becomes an ISO ball player, he can make stuff happen. Take his early years in OKC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was coming off the bench. He was 6th man of the year. He was making it happen for Oklahoma. And honestly, if he wants to go back to Houston or he wants to go somewhere else, I think James Harden's within his right to do so.
Yeah, 100%.
You know, he's within
I
his
just
right.
don't think I just don't think for his career, like, what's the point of going back? You know?
I mean, yeah, you're right. Going back to Houston,
there's no
maybe not that
there.
one.
Yeah.
But if he wanted to say, oh, you know what, I want to go play for this team or this other team.
But you know, if he does that, it's going to be a contender. He's not going to go to a pretender. You know what I mean?
Who isn't going to a contender now?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? As far as that's part of the norm of the NBA.
Yeah.
You know?
The only time I've seen a player when they don't want to go to a contender and they still have a lot in the tank to give is for the money.
That is true. Again, and maybe Philly can convince him to stay with some money or some extra strip club visits. Who knows? You know, put that in his contract incentive.
Meek Mill, take him out, bro. Show him some more strip clubs, man.
Right,
Come on, what are you doing?
But you know, I mean, as far as he said he's
Kevin
happy.
Hart, show him some strip clubs. You act like you don't know him. We know you do.
We know
Stop
you
acting.
do. Come on now. But let him play it out in Philly. He's gonna play it out. He said he's happy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe he's just if it's a rumor. At the end of the day, we don't know it.
We'll see.
We will see. But James Harden wants to leave Philly. He can leave Philly and go knock him for trying to go somewhere else. Actually,
Beard the beard.
Exactly. He's gonna take that beard somewhere else where he can contend. Play for a contender for a championship.
Hey, wasn't it last season where Joel Embiid said some comments that he was a little bit upset with James Harden in a couple games?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
hey, bro, I ain't mad at that. Call your
yeah.
teammate
James
out.
Harden seems like the kind of guy that can't take that criticism.
Oh,
he got him out. Are you saying?
And that's always been my thing. Again, and we can go about it. That's my problem with some of these players. Can't take the accountability. Can't take criticism. Everybody a little soft nowadays when it comes to that kind of thing, But again, we can get that. We can get into that in another video. It's just now, James Harden, if he wants to leave, he can leave. I ain't mad at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he can come to Phoenix. Drake Crowder,
trade
block. You know what I mean?
I don't think it'd work in Phoenix.
It might not, but we can use it as collateral, bro. Think about getting someone who really.
Unless we trade him for Chris Paul, then I can see it working in Phoenix. But other than that,
Chris Paul and Jake Crowder,
and have James Harden run point. That's it. That's it'd be an interesting lineup. I don't know if it'd work, but it'd be interesting. Better than having Chris Paul at this point as a Phoenix Suns. But anyways, stick to James Harden.
Hey, again, we can go about this for another video.
Yeah.
About, how it might work, but again, we'll leave that for
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section. Let us know what you guys think is going on with James Harden, man. You think his rumors are true? He's going to go to Houston. You think he's going to stay with Philly? How do you guys think his career is going to play out? I personally just think he's going to be one of those guys that was a phenomenal player, just didn't win anything, had multiple chances to do it, never came up to it, choked in the playoffs multiple years. Chris Paul. Anyways, but let us know, guys, in the comment section what you think. More importantly, you guys already know, do like the video, hit that subscribe button, and smash that notification button for those notifies, so that way you guys are notified when we're dropping these videos. But until then, this is out for me, Leroy, and Pipe.
Piper.
Peace.